Hey guys, what's up? Baller here. We are now in this third game of this March 18, 2022 NBA Game Day. We got Portland TrailBlazers with a record of 26 and 42, visiting Brooklyn Nets with a record of 36 and 34. The game is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 7:30 a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. All right. So let's take a look at these two teams first. Let's take a look at their standings. Starting off with Portland Trailblazers, they are at number 12 in the Western Conference. For their last 10 games, they have only won a couple of games. And approaching this game, they are on back-to-back losses. While for Brooklyn Nets, they are at number 8. And for their last 10 games, they have won 5. So they're actually doing decently. But approaching this game, they're coming off a loss, and that was a heartbreak loss against the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, so on this game, Brooklyn Nets, they would have the home court advantage. In terms of momentum, I'm going to give the slight advantage towards Brooklyn Nets. You know, they've just had some wins lately, and I know they're coming off a loss, but that's just one loss anyway. And I think they are a bit more motivated coming onto this game because of that loss. They would want to have some sort of revenge. Not sure if you guys can consider that momentum, but yeah, sometimes the motivation is actually a source of momentum. Now, in terms of fatigue, well, we know that both teams rested last night. So let's take a look at the injury list for both teams. For Portland Trailblazers, this is still the long list. Bledsoe, Simons, Lillard, Ingles, Nurkic, Luzada, and Little. So that's a total of 2, 4, 6, 7 players out for Portland Trailblazers. Now for Brooklyn Nets, they also have a long list, right? For Brooklyn Nets, Joe Harris, David Duke, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kyra Irving, Ben Simmons, and Seth. You know what? Let me stop there. And Ben Simmons. So those are 5 players out for this game. You have Seth Curry listed as questionable for this game. Okay, I'm just checking on the spread. The spread, it is, well, it opened with minus 12 for Brooklyn Nets, but as we speak, it is now at minus 13.5. Honestly, that's kind of a big or a huge spread, especially how Brooklyn Nets have been doing lately. I mean, they just lost against Dallas Mavericks, right, by 2 points with that buzzer beater 3 of their opponent Dinwiddie. But we have to understand that Portland Trailblazers is undermanned. We have to understand that the players who are balling for Portland Trailblazers right now, some of which are even on 10-day contracts, if you know what I'm saying. So, in Brooklyn Nets, there's just one huge reason down here for supporting Brooklyn Nets, and they got that is they got KD. Well, they won't have Kyrie on this one because this is a home game, but I think they really won't need Kyrie to actually defeat Portland Trailblazers. But the question is, would they be able to have enough to actually cover that minus 13.5? Well, my answer is yeah, maybe yes. But I'm looking at Portland Trailblazers, and it's more on Portland Trailblazers' capability to really stop them. I've checked on the past 8 losses of Portland Trailblazers, 7 of which are actually double digits. So meaning, they Portland Trail Blazers, man, with this kind of lineup, they really have a huge tendency of blowing things up. The only win that I can still remember for Portland Trail Blazers was that win against Washington Wizards when they were scorching hot in the first half. I'm talking about Portland Trail Blazers. But aside from that, man, they have been blown out. The last game that they had against New York Knicks, they got blown out by 30 points. So I'm holding on to Brooklyn Nets on this to cover the spread of minus 13.5. That is Brooklyn Nets minus 13.5. Peace out, pasay love, and God bless.